Students, in the last session we have learnt about capacitors. Now, in this session we will learn about inductors. What is an inductor? Let's have a look. An inductor is a component that can store energy in the form of magnetic field. This is the symbol of inductor. And do you know about magnetic field? Okay, we will learn about magnetic field in the upcoming sessions. Now, let's understand the usage of inductors. In a inductor, there is a conducting material. Can you see this image of inductor? The copper winding is the conducting material, and inside this winding there is a non-conducting component. So it is an insulating material. So the copper winding is wound on a insulating material. So this forms a inductor. So in general, if we transfer electrical energy through a wire or a metal, then magnetic field will generate from its surface. So this magnetic field will react with the winding next to it. So each winding, that is this each metal surface will generate some magnetic field, and the magnetic field generated by one winding will interfere with the winding next to it, and the net magnetic field, that is the total magnetic field generated by this winding, will cause an electric current to flow through this winding in a direction that is opposite to the direction of input power source. Okay children, we will learn more clearly with an example. So now let us consider a pump. So this pump pushes out water from a source. Similarly, the battery will push out electrons from itself. So let us consider we have two branches connected like this. Here we have a reducer similar to our resistor. So what happens is, due to this reduction in size, here is a blockage. That is, the flow of water will be reduced over here and again increased over here. So here we have not yet connected anything. Now let us consider the flywheel. So this is a water wheel. So this water wheel is something that can store energy in the form of mechanical rotation. So the water flowing through it will rotate it to a speed so that this rotational motion is stored, and this rotational motion can give out some force whenever this pump is not working or it is closed. In an electrical circuit, the electrons flow from negative to the positive. So can you see this electron flow? The electrons flow from negative to the positive side. But the current flow is from positive to negative. That is the direction opposite to the flow of electrons. So the current flow is always in direction opposite to the flow of electrons. So let's have a look on our example. So in our example, there is a branch. So in this branch has a reducer and this branch has a water wheel. So this reducer will reduce the amount of flow through this branch. So the water tries to move through this wheel, but here initially the wheel will have more resistance than this resistor. So what happens is the water gets blocked over here, and then what will happen is the water is now forced to move through this branch, that is through this resistor. Now it has formed a closed loop. So the water is pumped out and it is moving through this resistor and it is moving out over here back to the pump. If this wheel is pushed continuously for a certain time, then what will happen is the wheel will start moving slowly, and slowly then it will get speed up and it will start rotating at a maximum speed. Once it reaches a maximum speed, then the resistance here will become 0 and this water will flow with maximum flow rate. So now the pump slowly pushed the water over this wheel and the wheel started moving faster. So now the flow is over here is more, and hence the flow over here makes a loop. So if this motor is stopped, then what will happen is this wheel will push the water in this loop for certain time until the stored energy is released completely. Can you see this now? The wheel has stopped because for certain time the wheel can give power and it can make the flow happen. So now the pump is stopped and hence the wheel starts slowly to stop and it will slowly reduce its speed and stop once the energy is depleted. So now the energy is depleted and the wheel has stopped. So again when pump is turned on, the wheel will rotate and rotate for some time and stop if the pump is stopped, but it will give out its energy for certain time. Similar things happen when we connect an inductor to this circuit. So what will happen is the inductor will give out some energy in the form of magnetic field for certain time. So whenever the battery source is provided, the energy will be stored in this inductor, and when we remove this battery from the circuit, the stored energy will get back to the LED light or a lamp. So the current flow is stored in this inductor and given out whenever the input sources stop. Whenever there is an input source, the source is utilized to store energy, similar to the capacitor, but capacitors provide us voltage and these inductors provide us current. So inductors are used to store electrical energy, that is electric current. in the form of magnetic field, and resistors are used to reduce the flow of electric current. Okay children, we will meet in the next session. Thank you.